Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. We have a full moon again, and it's just absolutely awesome how fast the time is going. And you will see when I share the screen now that we have again a very powerful energy that is prevailing in the moment. And we have already talked about the sun going through Scorpion in the moment. And when we look at the sun here now in that actually second part of Scorpion, where we can say we are in the cocoon, you can probably experience also in the moment a lot of stuff that's coming back up from the past. I have been confronted a lot with things that happened in the past. There were some happy things, but also some really kind of things that I'd rather forget, but still not have made peace with it yet. So it is time now that we let go. You know, it's more like what you resist persists, what you look at disappears. So you look at it, and even like, for example, things that are many years ago, what I cannot identify anymore really what I've done then because I'm in a complete different place right now. So I just accepted. I said, okay, that's what I did then, and that's where what I knew the best to be then for me. So this is what we have to look at so we can move forward. The moon is in Taurus in exact conjunction here. You can see with Mars. So you can also see that there are some emotional roller coasters that might manifest themselves outside. But this also, see now for the world horoscope, we have it in 8th house, which is again the house of Scorpion, and the sun is in the second house, which is the house of Taurus. So it's kind of reversed, this opposite turned around 180 degrees. So this is sometimes a feeling that things happen in a material way to show us something that we are very clear about what it is, because otherwise we might not recognize it. So be alert, in a way we can say, that things are happening and are coming into your life that are actually maybe seeming something else, like a replay of something that happened before, but not 100% really, because the situation from whatever was before cannot completely be repeated. So there may be other players in the game, but it's a topic that has already been in your life before and is coming up now again, so that you can look at it again and let it go. Whatever is coming up now is not really, we can say, a lesson or something that you need to learn, something to move forward. It's something that is coming in form of look at it to let it go. It's not like when you go to a workshop and you learn something that you want to take with you into the world, and you learn something, whatever's coming into your life is sorry, is more again to let it go, not to go forward with it. So whatever is coming up in the moment, look at it, don't push it away, because it will come back again and again and again till you have resolved that problem, redeemed that karma. One of the very important things to understand with this kind of constellation is also that we are kind of moving away with the higher frequency from the wheel of karma. The wheel of karma is something that is also connected to the control of the world. It's kind of, we are being recycled. And this also will change in the future. We need to get out of this vicious cycle. Now, just look at that now. When we can let go everything, that we are become a more empty vessel again and not filled with emotional garbage that is coming out of the past, we are ready to move forward. We are more like a balloon to ascend, to go up higher. And I want to also say very clearly that Ascension, and I just put together a quote for today that I put, Ascension is not something that you have to go away and leave the world. It's not like a quitting, a moving away. It's in the contrary. It's rather that we are coming fully, physically into the world with our divine connection to be a representative or we can say a delegate for the divine to work on the planet here to make this planet heaven again, a heavenly planet where we can live in peace and harmony. So all this, what is not in peace and in harmony within us, is now part of coming forward and often manifest. It might be that suddenly somebody maybe accuses you of something or attacks you of something. Then look at it and just, when you blow in the sail, then the ship goes. So if you stop to blow into the sail of the ship will not move forward. And a fight cannot move forward. So when you, instead of just fighting back or getting angry, it's like, okay, when this is what you think, then that's what you think, but not what I think. And then let it go. And don't let yourself be involved in any kind of discussions or fights. This is not bringing anywhere. We can see that Mars is connected with the moon in Taurus. This is emotional and not physical fight. So we might have some emotional fights within ourselves and have to become stronger and be more connected with the divine. So if you are connected every day with the divine, with the guidance, then this will be easy and you will recognize immediately if this is something what you just have to let go, look at it and let go, or this is something you still have to go a little bit deeper. We see here with Mercury and Venus are already in Sagittarius, so things are happening there. We can say the ego, the consciousness of the personality, and this is in connection with the karmic aspect to Uranus. Uranus and the node still in Aries. So this always, when we have this constellation, means there is some kind of breakthrough, some kind of spirit, to be in spirit, inspired, that something will move forward within our personal sphere. With Venus, we start to have ideas to create new things. And I'm just in the process of preparing the set for the flower essences for a group who's coming to learn how to make flower essences. And I have completely new information, instruction from my obsessive, we can say, how to prepare these sets in a complete new way, in a more powerful energetic structure. So when you are connected with that divine, the creative power of you will increase immediately. In the time now to come, we have a lot of challenges coming up, challenges with what is shifting in the world in the moment, as you all know. And I cannot say certain words. My last video was removed from YouTube, so I'm on the surveillance list now, so I have to be very careful. So, but you know what I'm talking about here, and it is like, really, we have to look at it. Remember, we are part of it. We are incarnated on the planet in the moment. And there's a lot of people who just want to put their head in the sand, and I understand ignorance is bliss. To look at it is horrible. I watched a video clip yesterday from somebody who's been abused and tells what happened. And with other people, this is just absolutely horrible. And I had to cry. I had tears running down when I listened to this person, and I was so much touched, what is possible and how he could survive all that. So it is very important that we are aware. The reason why we are now here is, first of all, many of us are connected with the whole karma. We have actually let it happen. I can say that I am a so-called conspiracy theorist since 40 years, and I have seen things happen. And I have been talking to people, but you know, as most of those who have done that, we just been laughed at, ridiculed, and so on. That's part of it, what I have to work on, because this is very hurtful. And many of you know that since the masses never have listened to those people who really seen the truth, even in the movies, you know, then it's a Deutsches fantasy. And it's like somebody said in another video clip that I recently watched, was like the Orwell's movie in 1984 was not meant as an instruction manual, it was a warning. But they recommended that you read the book again. I have to really bring it out and look at it again, because it's exactly, you can find the instruction manual inside it. And this is the stuff that we have to work on. This is that what is coming up now. We all are in one way responsible. We are able to respond to the situation. We have not responded in a previous time, and now it comes so like a tidal wave and so big that we need to stand up and respond. And that's why we are here, because this is part of us, of our karma, of our life, that we need to confront this situation and get either out of it and ascend into a higher consciousness again. As I said, not to leave the planet, but to bring the divine here into the physical planet, to make this a heavenly earth, a peaceful, harmonious, loving place. And this is what we can work now. This is what will afterwards, when the planets are moving on, also here with the square to Jupiter still in Pisces, this will afterwards, when Jupiter comes into Aries, move forward, that we can start to manifest. But it's always time of preparation. And you know that the whole garbage that is underneath, the dirt that is not cleaned out yet. And I listen also to other videos and other people who are giving information of what is going on in the background, what is going on with the DUMBT dumps, and what is happening with the cleaning out and confrontation with negative entities, and how many are already gone, and what is happening in Europe in the moment. So I will put a couple links on my not here at the video. I will put it in the link of my blog page, because there I can put all the links. I can, certain home pages I cannot even put here. It's gonna be deleted anyway. So I will put some more information in my Buy Me a Coffee blog page. There I can leave it all there. So we have here also, we have, see, the trine is going from Mars and Moon going to Saturn in Capricorn. And again, it's Saturn in Capricorn is the physical dying, is the physical letting go. But this is not the ultimate letting go of our physical body, but the ultimate letting go of our physical structures of the way of life. So this means also really physically letting go of, for example, eating junk food, eating all that stuff what they offer us that is full of poison, full of gene manipulation, full of other stuff that is really bad. It is time that we now start to look at what food we really want. I had also a very enlightening experience lately with water. I bought this electro thing to test the water, and was doing some testing, and that was very revealing. So I know now what kind of water I want to drink and what I don't want to touch. So it's a little gadget like that is cost $10 or whatever. I mean, this is nothing, but it's really worth to get something like that, so you can test your water, you can test what you eat, you can test what you drink. I use ozone, you know, I have really gone the long way now to get all these things to keep my body healthy, because this is very crucial if you want to survive and if you want to move forward into that new area that is coming, because this will be fantastic when we are able to completely create the world anew from the dreams that we have, and what is coming will be really good. So please take time and use this energy that we have in the moment to create that. It is, I was so amazed. I was, again, most of the time when I have really my good inspiration is when I'm swimming. That's my element. And I was this morning, I was swimming and I was thinking about what all I have to do today and making my list, and kind of preparing also these flowers essence set. We have made these Asian flower essences for 22 remedies. And then suddenly I saw the vision of what I should do. And I have already made two, so I have to redo this, but it's not the problem because it's so genius that it's really fantastic. So I look forward that I can tell that to my group. This is really amazing what's coming through, and you will have the same experiences. And about swimming or generally nature, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is that you go out every day, and also if you have a chance, maybe sit in the sun a little bit. And I do that in the morning when the sun come up over the trees. I do sun gazing for a second. It hurts like hell sometimes, but then I see a red spot for the next 10 minutes. But I just do that to look into the sun for a moment and just connect with this energy. And it is fantastic what it does. So this is now this cocoon situation that we are in, is like, it's not coming from outside, it's coming from inside, within ourselves, within our personal transformation. We receive a lot of new information, how to do things, how to encounter the world as a whole, and what you can do yourself to improve your life. And of course, many habits, like here what we have, the especially this one, and the karmic aspect is like we have done so much for so many years, and even our ancestors, we go back long way. And this is not easy to interrupt, but it has happened already. Imagine again that 2 years ago, when this whole illness stuff came up, our lives were interrupted completely. And the timeline has split, because it's not even something that happened really by very conscious decision very often in the beginning. For me, it was very clear for the first moment that this so-called whatever don't exist, and that this is all a hoax. But for other people, they did believe that this is, and go along with the mainstream media. So this was already a split, and that was connected to the consciousness level, to the experience that you bring in before, and to some research either you have done or have not done that is connected with your knowledge. So when you are now focusing on what is happening and focusing on what is moving forward in this time right now, when we are in this cocoon of being rebuilt emotionally, mentally, rebuilt into a different consciousness, that is an incredible chance that we have to move forward. And this will give us a powerful start into that new what I expect is that the whole revelations, and this is, well, next year will really come out very strong, and then everything will be unraveled, and the blankets are being pulled away. So the more you look at it now, the less you have to be surprised when it really all comes out. And there is a lot of people, they will need our help. And you know that I mentioned that many times before. So if we go through our personal transformation now, this is like to go in this preparation phase. And again, it's not to learn something new, not to take something within, with us learning to move forward. It's more like let all that go, unlearn all that stuff that was just brainwashed, so we can be here for those who need us in the time to come. And I say that this time will come very fast. We're coming out here of Virgo, which is the sign of harvest still. So there is still a lot like the harvest. We have to look at it. We have to say like, that is good stuff, that is bad stuff. We want to keep that one. We want to throw away this. And then the root here is in Capricorn is like really to let go of all that material, mental, emotional burden, let it die, let it go away, and then approach the world, confront the world with new courage, with new ideas, inspiration with Uranus, and here to come to peace of mind, to peace of emotion with Cancer here. There's no planet up there, and the moon here is in Taurus, that we move through that storm of emotional turbulence. I see the image of a wave, of a tidal wave, that let it go away and let it take everything away that you don't need anymore in the future. And this is a lot, most everything what we've ever known, including lessons in history, lessons in whatever is. The world will function in a complete different way in the future for those both, actually, on a descending on an ascending timeline. Life will for nobody be the same, but the choice which timeline you choose is up to you, and it is connected with your consciousness level. Your consciousness will decide on which timeline you will end up. And there are not only two, there are many, like they're two extreme, and there are many in between. So choose wisely, choose wisely. Heal yourself. Here we have from the Sun to Chiron, a healer aspect. Look at that, what you have to let go. Remember the legend of Chiron, who went into the underworld for Prometheus, to save Prometheus. The whole story of the healer, the whole story of the savior, that is a metaphor, actually, what we have to do for ourselves and for the world that we are part of. Again, you are part of the hologram. You can change the world, and it doesn't matter how big or how how much influence you have, how big business you have, whatever, just within being. If you change your frequency, the frequency of the whole will change. So it is easy to change the world. Change yourselves. And I think with this message especially, take it not for granted that something is happening for us. We have to do it. It's relatively easy when you connect to the divine within, when you are connected with the world around you, with nature. The inspiration that is here will give you very clear instruction what you have to do. You don't have to look for it. It will come your way. It's like this saying that, like, when the disciple is ready, the master will be here. If you're ready for a certain task, if you're ready for a new operation, whatever it is in your life, it will come your way, and you will meet the right people. You will meet the circumstances and whatever it is that you need to move forward. I hope this reading can help you a little bit for the next couple of weeks. We are in a very intense time, as you all know. And I think, what is so intense in the moment, what I feel, is not just the astrology that I tell you about, but when you also follow the Schumann resonance, for example, and you see this energy bursts, or then the lack of energy in between, you can see that something's happening. And you probably all know that we are moving with our whole solar system into a different region of this galaxy. So of course climate change is some part of it, but has nothing to do with human beings. And a lot of other things that are happening are not because of something good or bad, but it's just a cycle that we are moving into a different place, into a different energy frequency in the moment. And that's why we have to be open and flexible. And if you're open and flexible, everything what you need to know will be there for you the moment you have to know it. Not always earlier on, and sometimes it's kind of really not easy to just wait till the right information comes. Like what I said, for example, with this flower essence, what I'm doing right now, I have already made 2, and the information actually, what I can do better, came this morning, so I have to redo 2. But it's okay, because the 2 that I made already kind of brought me into the energy. I had to go into the energy of the creation of this project. And the moment that opening was here, a new information could come in. And it's maybe also, so you start to do something, another sample, just maybe you do a recipe that you have done in a certain way for many times. But now suddenly you have an idea that you can substitute one ingredient that may be not so good for you with something else, and it will be a fantastic outcome. So don't have expectations exactly how something has to be. Just be open to this new information. In this cocoon situation that you're in the moment, in this being reformed into, like before you were the caterpillar, now you're reformed into the butterfly. Your body's being new, so prepare to bring and to take that what you really feel and want to be new into the new you that will be reborn in a very short time. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope to see you again when I do my next reading. Time is fast. It's going to be very fast again. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it. And see you again soon. Bye-bye.